Hi everyone, it's Phyllis from Mad Moody Quilting. I'm doing a whole blast of filming on the same night. It is, what time is it today? It's almost 9 o'clock. We're 1 minute away to 9 o'clock p.m. my time. So I am just doing a whole bunch of filmings, and this week I am showing you some new patterns that have just arrived into the store. We're going to start with the new ones that I've received in from Art East Quilting Company. The first one I want to show you is Anne of Green Gables. Check that out. So if you're an Anne of Green Gables, I think it's Lucy Montgomery. I grew up reading her books, loved her books. Went to PEI and visited the little town called Anne of Green Gables. It's like the Upper Canada Village in Ontario, but it's all about Anne of Green Gables. And the kids had a blast, and if I ever go back to PEI, I'm going back there to do some more filming. Anyways, or some more picture. They had this, in the town they had these different buildings to go to, and one of them was a photography thing, so you could put, Anne's braided its yarn with a hat or whatever, but really nice looking, and you could get your photograph taken, or you could take your children's photographs. I lost those photographs. I don't know what happened to them. We lost them. The kids had really hammed it up, and it was a lot of fun. So if I ever go back to PEI, which I hope to do again in the near future, and I will definitely be going back to that particular tourist attraction for Anne of Green Gables. We had such a blast, and I think my husband and I would probably ham it up also and put our hats on and just have a really good time. We also went to see the Anne of Green Gables play while we were there. My daughter was at the age at the time, she was at an age where she was already into the Anne of Green Gables. She was watching the series, the one that was filmed when I was an adult or young adult. So she was watching that and everything. So look how cute that is. Anne of Green Gables. There's her house. There's little Anne with her books and an apple bird, some teapot, like just a little depiction about the character and the movie and the show and everything. Really sweet. Really sweet. All right. Sandy Claus. So it's a Christmas tree with crabs and lobster traps. Isn't that adorable? Like I said, the guy who designs these patterns from Art East Quilting, he's got a really quirky little sense of design and sense of humor, and I just love his patterns. Just love his patterns. The Nothing Like a Puffin. Okay, so he's got a couple of other things in the back. He suggests that you can do one block and make a tote bag, and then some pillows also up here. Those are the two things that he suggests. So you got, usually he has, he always does, like he's got one going one way, and then, so he's got two different instructions on how to do a left and right facing. So that's really fun. I'm not sure if I showed you these before, but they came in again. Cat Scratch. I think these are really sweet. I think I've shown you this one before, but I can't be absolutely sure. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different blocks, and they have 2 different sizes in here. They have a 40 by 40, so it's more like a baby quilt, and a large quilt that's 55.5 by 62, which is, it's more like a lap throw for an adult. So super adorable. Cat scratches. So right here, those are fishies. These little orange things are fishies. So super fun. I think those are the cornerstones of the sashing. All right, and then we have Tail Wags, a puppy quilt. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that adorable? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different poses of the dog, of the little puppy, and then you have a bone, and this is a ball. So, well, really fun layout. Mini coos. I'm not sure if I showed these last three. I couldn't find them anywhere that I've shown them, so I decided to show them again today. Look. This is on my bucket list, that's for sure. Look how cute those are. So we've got little Highland cows. There's 3 different versions, and one of them is, hold on, one of them right here is wearing the Highland hat. Super, super. There's 3 that they've put the Highland hat on. So they've done 3 different versions. There's this one, and this one. And then they put the little hat on them. In the corner, there's like these little flowers. They look like half stars or something, but I think they're flowers. These ones and these ones in the corner. So these ones around the edges. Really cute. Super, super cute. So that's it for those. And I brought in, I'm really excited about these. These patterns are expensive. I'll be really frank with you, but they are paper pieced patterns. All the papers are in there. All the papers are in there, so you don't have to go and photocopy anything. You don't have to print anything out. It's all in there. If you want to keep these patterns intact, they're all on, and I haven't tried to print them yet because they're on newsprint. So there's a bit of a background color, so I'm not 100% sure if this would work. I will be testing out that shortly. Over my Christmas holidays, I'm going to do a little test to see if this idea of mine would work. You have all the instructions, you have all the papers. Now these papers for the paper piecing are actually this size. They're not folded, they're that size. So if you want to keep the pattern intact and just take the piece and photocopy it onto freezer paper, that's what I'm wanting to do myself. So I'll be doing that testing over the Christmas holidays, and I'll let you know. But this one is the fox. They have the color chart and the color numbers for all. This one takes 95 colors of Kona fabrics. So all the Kona fabrics in here, they have a chart for all the fabrics that you would need and the quantities and the number of the Kona fabrics. Okay, so these patterns are based on Kona colors. Okay, so this is the Autumn the Fox. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely fun. This one is, what size is this one? 60 by 80. So this is quite big. This one's quite big. 60 by 80. So that's quite a large lap throw or a big wall hanging. Yeah. Now this one is 86 colors, and again the chart for the colors are in there with the numbers of the Kona colors. Okay, and this is the hummingbird, and there's 86 colors in here, and it's 30 by 40, so not very big, so a decent little wall hanging, but absolutely stunning. My recommendation is that before you start collecting the fabrics and you read the pattern so you know where you're supposed to go and how to match things up, because there's lots of information in these patterns. They're very quite detailed. The last one I got in for now is the cardinal. Look how cute that is. We had 2 cardinals at our door today. The male and the female have been coming. We put a little bowl of peanuts out. The chickadees come. It's that time of year. And this one is again 30 by 40, and it has 52 colors in there. So really, really nice. And like I said, all the papers you need are on for the paper piecing. It's all on newsprint. So if you're the one, if you like to do paper piecing where you sew on the line, through the line, and then tear the paper away, then the newsprint is ideal because it will be an easy tear. If you are somebody like myself who likes to use freezer paper and fold back and sew beside the paper, not through the paper, then I'm going to test, like I said, I'm going to test that in over the holidays when I have, when I'm doing my downtime for myself. I'm going to test it. I'm going to print out one page and see if it shows, if it's readable and it shows up well enough on the freezer paper for me to do that. So yeah, so I'm going to be doing some testing there. The last pattern I want to show is Crimson Christmas from Krista Moser. You'd be buying, I found this one came in quite late for this Christmas. I was on back order for this, so I had to kind of scrounge around, and I finally found another supplier that had them in, so they shipped them to me. But I think they were launched quite late. They only arrived at the wholesalers in mid-November, and to me that's a little late for this to be launched at Christmas. So if you buy this, this is a project for next Christmas. You start now and hopefully it will be finished for next Christmas. It is absolutely stunning. Just gorgeous. So in here, like, you need two different light reds that are a 1/4 yard, one medium red that is 1/16 of a 1/4 yard, a second medium red, 1/16 of a yard, 1/3 of a yard of two different dark reds, and so forth and so on. So yeah, so they're small quantities but multiple colors of each color that show. So there's reds, greens, and purples and whites, and so you'd have to really go looking and make sure that you have the different lightnesses of mediums and darks and light mediums and so there's one light mauve, a second light mauve, then it's two different medium mauves and two different dark mauves. I'm not sure where the mauves go because the background does not look like a mauve. I think it's the background, but I digress. I haven't read the pattern, but really, really gorgeous. Now, Krista Moser has her own ruler. It is the 60-degree diamond ruler. Okay, so she uses this ruler to cut all her pieces. Now, Krista Moser puts out multiple patterns on a regular basis. You can go on her YouTube channel and check out how she puts this quilt together if you want. But if you've done any of her patterns with her ruler, this one will be simple for those who have done and used her ruler in the past. I love her ruler. So that is it for this week, and we'll see you next week with more shares with the new products that have arrived into the store. So you have a great week, and we'll see you next week, and happy quilting. Bye-bye.